So this video will be quick because I already did the answers and I don't have to write anything in. So is XYZ congruent to RST? The answer is no, because the triangles are different sizes. So you will have no congruent statements. Number 2, is ABC congruent to M and PQ? You would say yes. It is a translation. Up 3 and right 5. If you don't believe me, watch. Up 1, 2, 3, and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do I know it's a translation? Because the shape looks exactly the same. Nothing changed. So because nothing changed, I didn't flip, I didn't turn, it was a translation. And remember, all translations are the same shape and size. That is a definition you need to know. All rigid transformations are the same shape and size. So the congruent statements would be A is congruent to M, B is congruent to N, C is congruent to P, and D is congruent to Q. As for your sides, AB is congruent to MN, BC is congruent to NP, CD is congruent to PQ, and DA is congruent to QM. Make sure you list, anytime it's a rigid transformation, make sure you list everything. If it's not rigid, like last night's homework, like these, you don't have to list out everything. I think you guys are getting confused. All right, are these congruent? You would say yes, it's a reflection over the line y equals x, which is this line. All reflections are the same size and shape. How do I know it's a reflection over that line? Because P was -4, 1, and then D, its counterpart, was 1, -4. So all that happened was that they switched. And when you switch, it's this reflection. Not going to go over how to write these out. I think you guys should be okay with that. This is the part you guys keep forgetting. That's called a congruence statement. Don't forget that. These here are called congruent parts. So there's a difference. And then the last thing is ABCD congruent to MNPQ? You would say yes. It is a 90-degree clockwise rotation. All rotations are the same size and shape. So how did I know? It was a 90-degree rotation because A was at -6, -1, and its counterpart, M, was at -1, 6. So what happens is these two switched, and then the second number changed the sign. So that's that rule. That rule is 90 degrees clockwise. So again, make sure you know how to write your congruent parts. These are called congruent parts. Angles, sides, and this is the congruent statement for the figure. Angles can have one letter, or they can have 3 letters. And when you write 3 letters, make sure you're focusing on the middle letter. And sides can only have 2 letters. These are sides. All right, watch these videos. Good luck. And I'll see you tomorrow.